take time out to make this video. Been thinking about it for a little bit. A while back, I met who I thought was the real deal online. Who I thought at the time was the real drummer for Marilyn Manson, Gingerfish, sorry. And then who eventually became the drummer for Rob Zombie. But before he became the drummer for Rob Zombie, like I said, he was the drummer for Marilyn Manson. At the time, for about 3 years, I would say 3 years. He or she. I'm gonna say she because apparently it was this young lady running all 3 profiles, I guess, making people think that it was really him and his niece at the time, and made me think so too at the time. Had me fooled for the longest time. I endured mental and emotional abuse online from this guy and his circle of friends for 3 years, on and off. He and I had what he called a love-hate relationship. Well, like I said, it wasn't even really him. It was really this one young lady running all 3 profiles. This Kenneth Wilson, or Kenny, he would go by Kenny. We would call him Kenny. He preferred us to call him Kenny. But his profile was Kenneth Wilson at the time. But it was really, like I said, it was really run by this crazy young lady who also ran the profile of Kenny's young alleged niece, I guess you could say. Sorry. Made me think that I had really bullied this young girl when she was a teenager, and that I almost bullied her to death. They had me convinced that I almost did that, that I caused all this damage to her, to the niece, who was allegedly his niece. I don't even know. I don't even think she's his niece. I don't even think she was a teenager. I'm really convinced it was really just this crazy young lady that was more around my age. Because she keeps all my messages that I send them. And it does make a lot of sense from all that I know. She's kept all my messages that I've sent them over the years, and done nothing with them. Now, to me that says psycho. if she would, if I had really done anything actually wrong to anyone, by all rights, they could have actually, if these people, if these profiles were even real, then the people that actually own them, then the people that, then if, how do I put this? Then if they were really the people, if the people that these profiles, how do I put this? Then if these profiles weren't fake and these people were really who they say they are, then they would have, then they could have done something about it. They should have. I know if it was my niece or my daughter or whatever, if I had one, I would have done something right then and there. But nothing, you know. So, but back to the mental and emotional abuse that I endured. This young lady, I'm not gonna reveal any names because I'm not, because it'll just bring drama. But this young lady runs this Kenneth Wilson or Ken Wilson or Kenny Wilson profile, whichever one it goes by now. She also runs this Amanda profile, who's supposed to be the guy, his niece. And this young lady runs her own. And during the 3 years that I was associated with the alleged, with who was allegedly supposed to be, Kenny, because of the hell that I was put through, I used to cut myself. I even attempted suicide once or twice because of it all. Let's see here. So yeah, I do not, there's that, and the stuff that I allegedly did to who was supposed to be Kenny and Amanda, his niece. But I'm pretty sure that's all made up, that the profiles are fake and just being run by this crazy young lady that I know, that was supposed to be a close friend of Kenny's, supposedly. I think she's just a nut. Because someone told me a while back about this, that was also a victim of this abuse. And at first I didn't want to believe it, but it's like, it makes so much sense, you know? It makes so much sense, and I should have believed her when she told me this. Let's see. Well, I think that's about it, unless I can remember something else. But yeah, oh yeah, this young lady acts like she's so, like um like she and the rest of these people um no wait, that's right, the profiles are fake. um I was just gonna say, this young lady acts like the rest of them are so innocent and never did anything wrong to me, but like I just said, the profiles are fake. There was no Kenneth Wilson, there was no Amanda, you know, uh, so, and even if there was no charges filed. There was no medical reports. Nothing. I was never shown any kind of information proving anything. Just wild and outrageous claims of things that I did, and they still want to hold it all against me after so long. It's been a really long time since I last spoke to anyone, and I just got done speaking to the young lady, trying to make peace after a long time, but she doesn't want to forgive me and still holds everything against me. So told her, fuck off, and she still thinks I want something to do with Kenny and Amanda. But I don't. Kenny's a rapist. He mentally, not mentally, but he emotionally abuses his niece. Well, who's supposed to be his niece. So, well, I don't know if the real Kenny actually mentally abuses, anyone, but, there's no way that was really him. I was told, and I come to believe it now. I have a hard time believing it was really him, and his niece. To me, right now is just saying that right now is just making more sense that none of it was real. So yeah. Thanks for watching.